It is not the kind of activity which ensures happiness to us. It is the joy of action and attainment. Most of the things which we fear to meet are not in reality so terrible as they appear to be when looked at from afar. The secret of the highest success in important affairs often lies in failure. Suffering lies on the road to life, and one must expect to meet it if he would be happy. All that is really excellent has a small beginning. People wait for some special inspiration, which in reality is much more likely to come by means of, or in the midst of work itself. Sorrow is often the gate which opens into great happiness. Do your work, as a rule, for each day. The morrow will come in its own time, and with it will come the strength for the morrow. The happiness which can really be attained, and which is independent of all changes, is to be found in a life given to great thoughts, and in a work peacefully directed toward great ends. Real success in life, the attainment of the highest human perfection, and of true and fruitful activity, necessarily and repeatedly involves outward failure. The greatest unhappiness which one can experience is to have life to live without a work to do, and to come to the end of life without its fruit of accomplished work. It is surprising to see what one may accomplish when he gives his attention and energy wholly to the doing of one thing. Rest which does not follow work is like eating without appetite. One is safe from the temptations of others only when one can no more tempt himself. Idleness is infinitely more wearisome than work, and induces also much more nervousness, for it weakens that power of resistance which is the foundation of health. Life is not given to man to enjoy, but, so far as may be, to use effectively. The first step toward the overcoming of a difficulty is in recognizing the difficulty. As a man trains himself to the habit of work, the resistance of idleness constantly diminishes until at last work becomes a necessity. When this happens, one has become free from a very great part of the troubles of life. Selfishness is always enfeebling, and from it proceeds no work that is strong. The chief thing is to begin. Man is endowed with a dangerous gift of imagination, and imagination has a much larger aim than that of one's capacity. He who tries to do too much usually accomplishes too little. Love is the only way of keeping one's inner life in peace. Among the best sources of happiness is the enjoyment found in small things and among humble people. Unhappiness is a cleansing process, waking us to greater seriousness and greater receptivity to truth. In our misfortunes, as in our enjoyments, imagination greatly outruns reality. Our pain is seldom as great as our imagination pictures it. One who loves is always, though unconsciously, wiser than one who does not.